We're in Berlin, Germany.
We are so excited to be filming a bunch of food videos here.
Let's get food hunting for this one.
Berlin, the capital of Germany, has a vibrant food culture. In this 3-part series, we're hunting down the best local German food and eating where the locals eat. In this video, we're tracking down Berlin's most iconic street foods. We're after the city's best Currywurst and DONER Kebab, sampling the famous Berliner donut, and eating burgers in an old public toilet. This is going to be a good one. Get ready for some mouth-watering food.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Sheena, and we're chasing a plate.
We hope you're hungry. Let's eat.
We're starting this video with Berlin's most famous street food, and that is Currywurst. So Currywurst is made up of a sliced pork sausage that is just slathered with a curry ketchup. And you'll see Currywurst stalls all over Berlin. But what we've done is we've travelled about 45 minutes outside of the centre of Berlin to find a real local's favourite. We've got our Currywurst feast in front of us. So we've each ordered a Currywurst. So that's the pork sausage, which has been chopped in half. I saw her sprinkle some curry powder on top, some black sauce, which I think is Worcestershire sauce, and then it's just been slathered in this curry ketchup. Now to go with Currywurst, often you order fries or you order a bread roll. We went for fries, which have been coated again in that ketchup, and then there's a giant blob of mayo on there as well. And then we've got 2 beers to wash it all down. Time to get into this Currywurst. I'm gonna make sure that it's well dunked in this curry ketchup. All right. Whoa, that is real good. So the sausage is really light. It has a beautiful pork flavor, and then it's just coated in that curry ketchup, which has got a really sweet flavor, very tomatoey, and then it's got like a really, really mild curry spice. That is so good. The sauce that she popped over the top, I think, was a Worcestershire sauce, and the sausage has already started soaking up that Worcestershire sauce, so you've got sort of that spicy, vinegary flavor in there as well. It is delicious. They say that about 70 million Currywursts get eaten just in Berlin alone, and I can see why. It's such a good snack. Let's try some of these fries. I love that you get a huge dollop of mayo. Ketchup and mayo with fries is my favorite thing. All right, give it a huge dunking. It's really good. Crispy, a little bit soft on the inside, and that creamy mayo is delicious.
As Sheena said, about 70 million of these get sold a year in Berlin. So 70 million just in Berlin. And across the whole of Germany, 100 million get sold a year. So 70% of the sales of this dish happen in Berlin alone. So for a city of 3.4 million people, they consume 70 million of these. That is impressive. Oh. Oh, the texture's amazing. So it's incredibly soft and got a beautiful sweetness from that sauce like Sheena talked about. But the sausage itself is beautiful, very soft, the pork sausage, and the outside isn't crunchy or chewy. Sometimes with this dish, you find that the outside gets really, really crispy, the skin of the sausage. But in this particular one, it's not the case at all. It's really soft all the way through. Wow, that is good. It's going to go really well with this Berliner Kindle, so a Pilsner beer. Oh, that's beautiful. German beer is incredible. And that's really just a light, simple beer. So it's a Pilsner, sort of like a lager, just a real easy drinking beer. Oh, this is good. I'm going to have some more sausage. Oh, just like Sheena said, the curry powder is really mild, so it's not too punchy, that flavor. It's absolutely amazing. I love that this dish is not an old dish. It came to be after World War II, so a German lady traded with some British soldiers for the ketchup and for the curry powder, and then she used those 2 ingredients to make the sauce, put it all over the pork sausages, and sausages are a huge thing here in Germany. And this dish was created, and now it is an absolute classic. This one is well worth coming to. So, like Sheena said, we've traveled about 45 minutes outside of Berlin to come to this. And there are so many famous places serving this dish right in the center of Berlin. We've eaten at a number of them before coming to film this video, and this hands down blows them all out of the water. This is very, very good.
Berlin is a real melting pot of different cultures, and Berlin has the largest Turkish community outside of Turkey. So we've come to a different part of town to eat one of Berlin's really, really popular street foods, and that is a DONER kebab. Let's go.
New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah.
Ja, schön. Huh?
Doner kebab are a really popular street food here in Berlin, and we'd heard that this spot, Imren Grill, was one of the best places to eat a beef doner kebab, and we ate it the other night and it was amazing, so we had to share it with you. So a kebab is any type of meat which is fashioned onto a skewer and then cooked over heat, and a doner kebab is where you've got meat, in this case beef, stacked on top of one another onto a vertical spit, and then it just turns and cooks slowly over the heat. And this Berlin doner kebab is a behemoth. So let me talk you through what it's made up of. You've got like this flatbread pouch, and it's just filled with a ton of ingredients. You've got really thinly shaved beef, tomato, lettuce, onion, parsley, and then you can choose from a range of sauces. We opted for the garlic and herb yogurt sauce, as well as some hot sauce.
Look at the size of this thing. So I'm going to try and wrap it up, but seriously, where do you even begin with that? It is packed with that beef and a lot of vegetables. So I'm going to try and go down the side here where there's a bit of everything. Oh man, that is good. The meat is really soft. Oh, it's good. And the really strong flavor is that garlic sauce. It's really punchy, really, really garlicky. And the meat is just beautiful. It's got a nice taste of beef, so it's not totally masked by the sauce. You can still really taste it. I'm gonna go for this corner bit, because look, everything's piled down there and a lot of the sauce is running down into that bottom corner. Oh, that is good. I got a lot of parsley then, and I love this strong, bitter flavor of parsley. And that goes really well with the fresh lettuce and the yogurt sauce, the garlic sauce, and all of that beef. It's incredibly tasty. And this came to Turkey, from Turkey in about the 70s, so a lot of immigration was happening to Germany then, and this is quite different to what you get when you're in Turkey. So we've just been to Turkey actually and filmed a bunch of videos, and nothing was even remotely like this. So the addition of all the sauce, and there's a lot more vegetables, very different to kebab like this in Turkey. It's incredibly tasty.
I'm going to get into this corner here because it's just rammed with ingredients. Whoa, that is so satisfying and delicious. So the texture of the bread, the flatbread, is a little bit chewy, very crispy. And then the ingredients, the filling, are so fresh and light. So the lettuce is very crispy, very fresh. The tomato is the same. You've got the tanginess from the onion, and then the meat just has a beautiful flavor. Like Thomas said, you can really taste the beef flavor. And then those sauces just add a bit of liveliness and zing. We're heading for our next snack, and it's a Berliner. So a Berliner is a jam donut, or for our American audience, it's a jelly donut. And it's a little bit confusing because here in Berlin, a Berliner is known as a Pfannkuchen. Outside of Berlin, it's known as a Berliner. So it's got two different names. Let's go and grab one. As we were leaving the bakery, a local said to us that is the best and oldest bakery in Berlin, and it has been around since 1906. So we picked up two, oh, see look, it's wasp season in Berlin at the moment, and there are wasps swarming over these donuts. So we picked up our Pfannkuchen, or our Berliners, and we have got two. So you can see it's a wholeless donut. This one here, just with the icing on top, is a cherry flavored one, and this one with the sugar on top is a plum flavored one. And I first learned about a Berliner because of President John F. Kennedy. So during the Cold War, when JFK came to Berlin, he made a really famous speech in which he said, "Ich bin ein Berliner," which translates to "I am a citizen of Berlin." But then the story became all garbled, and it came to be known that he'd said, "I am a jam donut," or "I am a jelly donut," which is completely false. And I think with the two names as well, it adds to the confusion. So I have been wanting to try a Berliner or a Pfannkuchen for ages. I'm gonna crack into this one, which has got just the icing on top. It's quite hefty. Oh, and you can see the jam oozing out of the hole there. All right, let's give this a go. Oh, that is good. So you've got the yeast dough, which is really, really light. And then that beautiful burst of jam. As I bit into it, it just oozed out. So that's a cherry jam. And it's quite a sour cherry as well. And then you crack into the top of that icing, and it sort of just shatters, but then melts in your mouth. That's really good.
Like Sheena said, this bakery has been around since 1906, and these are incredible donuts. I'm gonna have the plum one. Oh, what is really standing out with these for me is the quality of the jam. That is a true homemade plum jam. It's my favorite jam to make when I'm in the kitchen, and that tastes like proper plum jam, not some sweet, sickly stuff made with just sort of apple. You get those fake jams that they just make with apple, and they flavor with complete fake flavorings, and that's often what you'll find in a donut like this, but that clearly isn't. That is beautiful sour plum jam. These are really good, really light, nice and sweet, and the jam is amazing. The next stop is for a burger, and this is meant to be one of the best burgers here in Berlin. And what's a bit unique about it is that it's, for one, right under the train tracks there, but it's also in a disused public toilet, so it's a pretty cool location as well. Let's go check out this burger. This is a very cool and very popular spot. So that's the toilet block right behind me. The train tracks are above us, and we've just got our cheeseburgers. So we went for classic cheeseburgers. So we've got a very soft looking brioche bun, a beautiful beef patty, not too thick the patty, but nice and charred all around the edges. A ton of cheese, or just spilling off that patty. I can see tomato, lettuce, a pickle, so a beautiful gherkin there, and a bunch of mayonnaise hiding underneath. So there may be more hiding in there, but that's all I can see so far. Let's just dive right in. Oh, that is a good burger. I have mayo everywhere. That is a really good burger. It's really simple. That's probably the best way to describe it. The bun is slightly sweet because it's a brioche bun. It's beautifully toasted, so it's a nice bit of crispiness on the outside. And then the patty is probably a fraction overdone for my liking, but It's not tough by any means, it's just doesn't have any pink at all in the middle. The mayo is nice and sweet. It is good. I want to get more pickle though. It is a very good burger. Like I said straight away, it's right in the action of this place. You're in the middle of two main roads as well. Like I said at the beginning, it's really simple. I'm covered in it. I think Sheena is telling me that I'm covered in burger. It's really simple. The flavors are pretty much what you'd expect. It's not too salty, it's not too sweet. The veggies are all nice and fresh. The pickle has a bit of tanginess. And then the bun is it's sort of the sweet element actually. It is really good, and it doesn't seem to have ketchup on it. I was expecting to find some tomato sauce or ketchup hiding in there. I just unwrapped the burger a bit and I found my favorite burger ingredient, which is fresh red onion. I love the crunch you get from that, but there is ketchup hiding down there as well. So tomato sauce on the other side of the bun. Oh, that red onion is so good. And the sauce is good as well. It's not too strong, the tomato sauce, so it's not taking away from that overall simple flavor. This is a real what you'd expect burger, which I love. I love it when a burger tastes like you want it to taste. This ticks all the boxes. That was a great day of eating here in Berlin. There's a lot more traditional and local food that we're going to be sampling here, so we're going to be making a bunch more videos as well.
Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Pop a comment down below, say hi, and if you want to support more Chasing a Plate content, check out our Patreon page. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers!
Cheers!